Zelenskyy declares the 9th of May Europe Day and proposes to mark Day of Remembrance and Victory over Nazism on the 8th of May.
Here's a summary of the article.
Details. Zelenskyy has noted that it is on the 8th of May that the greatness of the victory over Nazism is remembered by most of the world's peoples. Today, I am submitting a bill to the Verkhovna Rada of Ukraine proposing that the 8th of May be the day of remembrance and victory over Nazism in World War II. Details. Zelenskyy said that Ukrainians will never forget their nation's contribution to the victory over Nazism and will not allow anyone to erase the role of Ukrainians in this victory, our people, that generation whose memory we cherish in almost every family. We destroyed evil together, in the same way as we are now opposing a similar evil together. Remembering the heroism of millions of Ukrainians in that war against Nazism, we see the same heroism in the actions of our soldiers now, the descendants of those who secured the victory, the surrender of Nazism that day, on the 8th of May 1945. And we are proud of the heroism of the Ukrainian people. Then and now, Zelenskyy stressed. Together with all of Free Europe, we will celebrate Europe Day on May 9 in Ukraine. In March 2015, President Petro Poroshenko issued a decree designating the 8th of May as the Day of Remembrance and Reconciliation in Ukraine, but the 9th of May remained the day of victory over Nazism in World War II. The 8th of May was a working day and the 9th of May remained a public holiday. Russia celebrates Victory Day in the Great Patriotic War on the 9th of May. Journalists fight on their own front line.
This post received a score of 30,000, with an upvote ratio of 86%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
The strange thing about Victory Day is that it wasn't actually celebrated from 1945 to 1964. Unlike the sad holidays in the UK or other EU nations where it's a day of remembering and meeting with the veterans, it slowly turned into military pride and, we can do it again. Ironically, while the parades take place with even more money spent and equipment showcased, the actual WW2 veterans live in squalor, where people through donations try to fulfill their dreams of, it's not about the real veterans, it's about abstract veterans who won in some abstract war a long time ago, while the real people are abandoned and forgotten by the state. Russia is not fighting Nazis. Russia is fighting some abstract Nazis, or the idea of Nazis, that are somewhere there.
Thanks for the perspective. Interesting to read.
It's kind of sad that I'm so used to the word Nazi being misused that when someone is actually referring to them it has lost all meaning. I read the TLDR and got to the end before I realized Nazism wasn't the name of some bad dude they were triumphant over.
On the other hand, there has been a definite increase in people who openly state or imply that those German fellas in the 1940s had some good ideas, at least since 2016, though I don't pretend to know when it has increased or decreased since then. The label is not, strictly speaking, born from nothing.
Putinism truly ruined the Victory Day. I guess it's not surprising that it got changed to a day back.
Germany signed the Act of Capitulation on May 8. So why should Victory Day be on a different date in the first place?
Because for the USSR it was the 9th already due to time zones.
Back in the USSR, they leave the West behind.
According to the comments, Russians seem to fight better on internet than in the field. Lol.
I'd disagree. Their propaganda points are ridiculously easy to dismantle if you know how. They use the same tactic as in real life, just keep throwing men at it until the other side runs out.
Unironically, this is actually one of the reasons why state propaganda is so effective towards Russian people. Main news websites keep pumping articles with the basic premise, look at that stupid rotting dying West, and now look at glorious pure winning every battle Russia, every hour or so. Out of 15-minute news TV report they can spend 10 minutes shitting on the West, opposition, Ukraine. There are whole shows on state TV channels organized specifically for that reason with hosts giving the impression that they are on drugs 24/7. Russian media is a giant echo chamber and the only way to find other points of view is to directly look for them.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.